Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
With Brandon Marshall gone from the team, Jabar Gaffney is projected to be the Denver Broncos starter opposite Eddie Royal to begin the season. Demaryius Thomas was their first-round pick receiver. We would have to believe once he's ready to start, he's probably going to take over for Gaffney. But in between that time, Gaffney, when Brandon Marshall, let's remember when Marshall didn't play that Week 17 game against the Kansas City Chiefs, it was not Eddie Royal that had the big game. He wasn't really existent. It was Jabar Gaffney. He had 14 receptions for over 200 yards receiving, and even the week before he had 7 receptions for 69 yards. So he definitely had production there, and when he was given an opportunity to start, he had a really good game. So with Gaffney at this point in time, obviously he's just never really been good enough to be on fantasy rosters throughout his career. He has had, different times with the Patriots and even at times last year with the Broncos where he would make some plays and this and that, but just not enough to be a guy that you really would put on your roster. However, he is getting an opportunity, it looks like, start here this season to begin the year, as Thomas is still recovering from that foot injury that he had earlier this offseason. So that's really delaying some of his progression as a receiver and a rookie. But eventually, I would figure Thomas will take over for Gaffney unless Gaffney's just really having a great season, and then he might take over for Eddie Royal. But with Gaffney right now, I really wouldn't suggest that you're drafting him. We need to see what's going on with this team right now. It's a volatile situation at quarterback, and so things aren't very good as far as all those things are considered. And really, when you look at Gaffney, yeah, he did it against the Chiefs, but how good are the Chiefs and how much of a priority was Jabar Gaffney in that offense? He's going to be a little bit more of a priority now that people know he's starting, and they know they're going to watch film on him to be a priority to stop in the passing game more than just a couple days' notice before a game. So with Gaffney, I would not recommend that you draft him at all. But if he is showing production early, then he's a guy we're going to have to pay attention to on our waiver wire weekly rankings.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy